Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide.
Eyes and Martinez! It's there! Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Kong and Hanoi finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, good spread. Jackie. Martinez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Cherki will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vitinha. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Sankare. Hakimi. Now João Neves. Nicely spread. Hakimi. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram. It's a really well-measured ball. In towards the back stick. That's a decent clearance. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Vitinha. Can he get away here? Now that is tiny, really tiny. And this is Dembele. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. It's Dembele! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
João Neves clears without hesitation. 30 minutes gone. Rice. Pass somewhat off target. Sangare. And it's DiMarco. It's Bellingham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. DiMarco. Strong running down that left flank. And the pass is intercepted. Rice.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He has found the way through. Cherki. Sangare. That's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a little off target. Vitinha. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. Now it's Thuram. And he plays one through. Look at this. And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, good-looking ball. Cherki. Now it's Martinez. And now the breakaway. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. João Neves. Hakimi. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham. DiMarco. Cherki. Cherki carries the ball down the right. Now it's Martinez. Cherki tries to pass it through. Oh, this looks sharp. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Kong and Hanoi will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Back on the way then. Martinez. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Courtois. Konate. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Vitinha. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's got away. Takes a shot! And got to be quick to recover this. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Hakimi has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Dembele. And here's Vitinha. He was under real pressure there. Cherki. And this is Dembele.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Thuram. Vitinha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rice. And it's Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco. And he's picked it up out wide. That's tidy. DiMarco. DiMarco puts them all in. Rice attempts a clearance.
Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cherki. Cherki going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played. And it's Vitinha. Rice. Knocks it into space. Real chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Kong and Hanoi present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The keeper doing his best to put him off. And that's in! Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Changement. Le numéro 10. Le numéro
The two
18.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
22.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from
Le
here?
numéro 6. Le numéro 14. Le numéro 12.
Yildiz.
Attention, changement.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's played in.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Good read, needed to be.
Kong and Hanoi may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Rice. Yildiz. Threads one in. João Neves. Sankare. He's in a great position here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to belt it away.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it out wide. That's where it came from. Now he's off and running. Nicely weighted ball. It's a threatening ball. Lookman. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. And it's made its way to him. Shot could be on. Chance here to counter. Vinicius Junior. Bruno Fernandes. Kong and Hanoi could be just about done here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, that was vital. Passes short and sharp. And it's been hooked away.
Kong and Hanoi really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Rabiot, and he's managed to get free. Rabiot proves just a little bit too strong. Bruno Fernandes. And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. So Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
And it's De Jong. Sangare. And he's forced to go back. Both sides exercising caution for now. Nice sequence of passes, this. Bellingham, played out to the left flank. DiMarco puts them all in.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Niger have the chance to go the other way. Hakimi. DiMarco. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Good take, and it's shot goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's really put himself on the line here. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Good play on the left-hand side here. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And it's De Jong. And here's Thuram. Thuram! Goal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Kong and Hanoi have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Aims beyond the defence. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Niger are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. De Jong is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham, great vision. Thuram, big chance! Oh, what a mistake! And he's following up! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Kong and Hanoi are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
DiMarco. Van der Ven. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Kong and Hanoi sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So we're underway for the second half. Rice. Nicely spread. And here's Llorente. Kubasi. And it's Rice. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Sangare. And it's De Jong. Into the channel. He's found space here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, nice touch. DiMarco in towards the back. Getting up there! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Bellingham. He shifted it to the flank. Niger are looking to go forward now. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Kudus. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's made its way to him.
Kudus, a lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
And here's Dembele. And it's Kudus. Konate. De Jong. Van Dijk.
Changement. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 22.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rabiot cuts it out. Yildiz. Kong and Hanoi perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Hoyle, and a chance! And he's stuck it away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Changement. Le numéro 10.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Gives it back. DiMarco. Llorente.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Niger really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Højlund. And the finish! And yes, it's there! Do not write them off. Back they come. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Yildiz. Now it's Martinez. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Changement. Le numéro 41.
So we have
Pour le
movement on
remplacer,
both benches.
Le numéro 2. Changement en cours.
Martinez needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Chance! Well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's having a pop! Gotskelia! That is fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Yildiz. Yamal. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. Yamal. Can he finish? No, just not quite. That's that, the end. Kong and Hanoi played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's forced to go back. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty.
And the finish! It's hit the upright. It's there! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Van de Ven gets over and intercepts. Kubasi. Hakimi. Kong and Hanoi leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Thuram. That is good alertness. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk. Di Marco. And it's Neves. Vitinha proves too strong. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get it through? Van Dijk. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neves. Martinez. Martinez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram chasing after it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kudus. That's a good ball. Di Marco. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's picked out the run. Rice. Kong and Hanoi do have a chance to counter here. Martinez. And it's Kudus. Rice. And here's Dembele. That's a sharp pass. And the counter is on. Martinez. Vitinha. And they can counter here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And this is Dembele. Gabriel did well to stay calm there. Looking to play him in. Rice. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Kudus going face-to-face with his great rival. That is good strength. Can he finish? It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Niger restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured. And now the breakaway. Van de Ven. And they've switched it over to the other side. Dembele. Now it's Kudus. And that pass just didn't quite work. DiMarco. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Dembele. Looking for the run. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is a promising build-up. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Kong and Hanoi are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back on the way. Vitinha and Hakimi. Kubasi. Now Van de Ven. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So what can they make of this? Bellingham is onto this. He's found a... There's the shot! Oh, good finish. And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Kong and Hanoi have their lead. Can he get on the end of this? Martinez being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Thinks about the shot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rice.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Vitinha. Rice opts for safety. Van de Ven cuts out the pass. Vitinha looking for options for movement. And that's a simple one for the keeper. João Neves. And the pass is intercepted. Hakimi. Rice. Kudus. And it's Rice. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Denied by an instinctive save.
Vinicius Junior is offering a right smile there.
Looking for the far post. Nice interception, well timed.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
João Neves. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the through ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rice. And it's Vitinha. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, they can break here. DiMarco. DiMarco. Great defending, strong and determined. The ball has bounced loose now. It's a goal kick.
Changement. Le numéro 7.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Le numéro 22. Le numéro 24. À leur place,
De Jong.
le numéro 14. Le numéro
Not too much
21.
more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Changement en cours.
Courtois claims comfortable.
Kongan Hanoi really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rabiot. Great ball, and he's in here. Niger have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Desperate defending required here. Rice with the short one. And he's in on goal. Shoots! Deftly away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, cracking ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly...